Now the recording on the CD was live. Were the others?
It really was live in the sense that what happened is that I brought a recorder with me to one of these, low-key, laid-back shows, just using a couple of combo amps and just clean guitar. And I recorded the show, and that became the fourth CD. It is, other than my fifth CD, which was the one after it, which was the double CD, it was different than the first, second, and third in the sense that it was actually at a show, that it wasn't recorded in my studio, my home studio at all. It was actually at the show, and it was recorded live. So in that sense, it is really live. Whereas the other CDs were live as well, or at least the second and third CD were live as well, but they were live in the studio, in my home studio. And the first CD wasn't live at all. It was conventional recording. So that fourth CD is different in the sense that it really was recorded live at a live show.
Now the cover was very artistic. Who created that?
Yes, for the cover for the fourth CD, was actually done by a photographer named Natalie Knoll. And she was a photographer who was basically starting her own photography business, and would do weddings and things, and also had a portfolio of photos. And she let me look through, and I saw this photo of the Bloomington, it's raised downtown Bloomington, Indiana, my hometown. And for whatever reason, this particular photo that she did looked very musical to me. In one area it almost looks like there's two amplifiers or two speaker cabinets, when really they're an air conditioner, that kind of thing. And then there's a walkway as well. And I just found it really ideal for this fourth CD, just because it's one, it's very artistic and it's very well taken as far as the photo goes. And she allowed me to use it, which I really did appreciate. And for me, it solved a problem because I didn't have a cover at all. And I think that overall for this fourth CD, I'm really pleased with it, because it is so different than my other CDs, and really developed into another style that I can pursue. And maybe later on down the road I'll do another CD using just clean guitar. It makes you work a little harder, certainly, but you focus more as well than you would if you were using, traditional drums, bass, and electric guitar sounds, distortion and that type of thing. Whereas when it's just clean guitar, it's very much just what you can coax out of the guitar, with your fingers, really, and worked very well. And I think I became more of a musician because of trying that approach. So the fourth CD is very much unique among my other CDs.
What are you doing with the internet to really get more fan base, or just get your music out in general?
Well, yes, the internet for me has always been a great equalizer. Certainly I have no record label, and I don't have any people, backing me or helping me with any type of exposure. And the one place where I can get exposure is certainly online, and even compete with people on major labels. When I first started on the internet, there were tons of opportunities for musicians to be heard and to upload songs onto this site or that site. And it turns out really the only exposure you were getting was with other musicians, because they had to, listen to a song before they could upload their song and things. Since then, really, what I've done is just have my website, the dtguitar.com, and it's been online for about 8 years now. And really, as far as getting fan base and those types of things, I've just been recording my music and uploading the music and making it available with 30-second samples. And hopefully, eventually, as people visit the site and listen to the songs, hopefully they'll enjoy it and come back and listen to more and that type of thing, and maybe have other people visit the site. And certainly every year, I get more hits, and so it grows. It grows. As far as that goes, I think it's very easy to fall into the trap of, hopping from music site to music site and uploading your music and trying to get people to your site and things. I think you can almost lose sight of the purpose of the website in the first place. Is just to make your music available. And for me, my website has turned into a way to document my music. The latest albums have all been digital releases, for example. In other words, only available at my website and things. And for me, it's a good way to keep track of my progress and that type of thing. I really do enjoy it, and I guess I would hope that people who visit the site enjoy it. Really, I think that's the bottom line. I'm not necessarily out, to aggressively create a fan base and that kind of thing. I think if people listen to the music and like the quality of the music and of my guitar style and so on, that they would then become a fan of the music and hopefully visit the website again and maybe tell other people about it and that kind of thing. So I guess I've concentrated more on the music than I have the website and all the business side of music as far as online marketing and so on. It's just, in the end, that's what's really important is more the music. And I think early on that wasn't the case for me. I was very much into, I have to be on this side and that side and that side. And now it's more, making my music available on my website. And hopefully people will be able to find it and listen to the music and enjoy it.
Where can we buy your albums?
Yes, as far as buying my albums go, interestingly enough, I think I just mentioned this, is that my early albums, I think my first 4 albums, in fact, were available, and are available, I should say, on Amazon.com, Guitar9.com, and many music sites. I also had a distributor who would make them available in CD stores. Since then, because of the number of albums that I produced, I'm averaging right now about 1 a week. I simply cannot afford to have them manufactured, because they're at $2,000 minimum each to produce, and when you're doing 1 a week, that's a little expensive. So what I've done is I've made them just digital releases. People can listen to them and download the album, purchase the album online and have an instant download. Or if they want a CDR, they can also order a CDR, and basically it would be the album on a recorded CD. Okay, as opposed to an actual CD, it'd be a CDR. The quality has gotten so good that there really is very little difference. And a lot of the albums are only available on dtguitar.com, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's a digital download. But I would hope that people who maybe heard the earlier albums would visit my site and realize that, since then have recorded, a lot of different albums.